Peace, what's going on? First thing I want to do is I want to apologize to Guerrilla Hebrew for, making fun of him. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like a comedy thing that I was doing. And, I'm not going to call you Hebrew Guerrilla no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to put up no more videos, saying that monkeys dancing and gorillas dancing and stuff like that. So I want to establish that. Man, y'all know I'm just BSing with y'all. Play that dancing gorilla clip to show how Guerrilla Hebrew gonna be dancing April 25th. It's going down April 25th. Debate Talk for You. Brother Sal is hosting a debate between me, Bro.James, and the Guerrilla Hebrew. Topic is Islam a man-made religion? The call-in number is 646-716-7320. Make sure you have your pens and pads ready, because we're going to get it in hard body. The reason why I'm messing with you, right, is because you ain't got to put a gorilla in front of your name. Come on. You ain't got to put a gorilla in front of your name to try to, what are you trying to signify? Then you say, right, that gorilla wasn't the monkey gorilla, the gorilla, but you don't want to put the gorilla on your videos. You put the gorilla on your video, not me. And he says, no, gorilla actually means guerrilla warfare, which was break down by, Germanic. So if it's Germanic, that means you're still the white man's gorilla. It's actually a Latin word. You know what I'm saying? Origins, etymologically goes back to Germany. Yes, it does. You know what I mean? So you still the white man's gorilla. That's what you just proved. Either way, guerrilla warfare. In fact, the Boers in South Africa, right? They were referred to themselves as guerrillas during the Boer War. You know what I mean? For those who are unaware, that area of South Africa was controlled by Cecil Rhodes. And Cecil Rhodes, he started a secret society. They called it the Rhodes Society, but they didn't really know the name because it was a secret society. But this is what the outside people looking in, that's what they called it. And the society was designed to establish an Anglo-American establishment to control the world. And he had an inner circle and an outer circle. The inner circle he referred to as the Society of the Elect. The outer circle he called the Association of Helpers. Now, after his death, a man by the name of Alfred Milner, he would take leadership of the organization, and from there they called it Milner's Kindergarten. He had a protege named Lionel Curtis, who was actually was a general in that Boer War, which you refer to as, the guerrillas. That's what they refer to themselves. He would be the person, Lionel Curtis, he would be the person that created the Institute of International Affairs. Now you have two branches, one in England and one in the United States. The England version is called the Royal Institute of International Affairs, and the American branch is the Council on Foreign Relations. That's what you're calling yourself. That's what's connected to. This whole thing, you talking about guerrilla, you know what I'm saying? A person that fought in the guerrilla war that was fighting the Zulus and killing off, you know what I'm saying? Well, the Boer War was against, inter-European battle, but it was about controlling the people in South Africa, ultimately, you know what I'm saying, for their land and resources. So, you're trying to create a name that associate with European power, but you won't call yourself Zulu Hebrew because you don't believe that you're African. You don't believe that associates with Africans, but then you turn around and have a cracker name.
That's a damn shame.
Then you got a nerve to show like these pictures of the Council of Nicene to try to suggest that all of them were black. Pictures substantiate your research, brother. All right, I'm gonna show you pictures of white people during the Council of Nicene. Now what? Because neither one, I don't agree with neither one. You know what I'm saying? I don't substantiate neither one. Let's go to the coins. Whose face was on the coins back then?
The Guerrilla Hebrew would rather deal with colored books and crayons instead of dealing with real historical evidence. Now let's deal with that fake book he claims to be the authentic version of the Bible, the Septuagint.
Okay, then you made reference to the Septuagint. For starters, the Septuagint isn't even its proper name. That came years later. You know what I'm saying? You never said nothing about that. It came over hundreds of years later by a man named Augustine of Hippo. And Septuagint, for those who are unaware, is referred to the number 70 and is making reference to 70 translators from the Hebrew to the Greek text that was supposedly commissioned by Ptolemy II. You know nothing about these 70 translators, so it's all in obscurity. You know, it is said that the original Hebrew text that was being translated was called the Verlage, but there is no documentation that this document ever existed. So it could be that they just made it up. You know what I'm saying? The oldest Hebrew text would be the Masoretic text. You know what I'm saying? The Masoretic text, you know, when they did an analysis, you would see that the Masoretic text is different from the Septuagint. So you had this controversy of the people who translated the Masoretic text, which would be Jewish that refer to themselves as Masoretes, and the early Christians. It's all documented history. They're different debates that they had concerning certain interpretations in Isaiah concerning the prophecies made by Jesus, etc., etc. So even on top of that, you know what I'm saying, you have by the 4th and 5th century, which around the same time that they begin to name this document the Septuagint, you have different versions popping up. The Vaticanus, the Sinaiticus, and the Alexandrus. These are different compilations of the text. And I'm going to show you, you know, a result of that, end result of that. Well, you got, this is the Bible for Catholics. This Bible has extra books in it. Well, we can say extra books, but this Bible has extra books in it, right? Tobit, Judith, 1st and 2nd Maccabees, Wisdom, Sirach, and Baruch, right?